So, after all the waiting, it's finally happening. Apple has confirmed that the iPhone SE 4 is dropping next week on February 19th. They're teasing a new product with the line, "Get ready to meet the newest member of the family." That pretty much screams iPhone SE 4, but could it also mean the rumored iPhone 16e? I really hope not. I'm thinking family just refers to the iPhone lineup in general, so this is the SE refresh we've been waiting for. Now, in terms of how Apple is going to reveal it, I'd expect the usual press release, but maybe also one of those polished event-style videos. Either way, we're finally getting it, and I couldn't be more excited. One thing we've been unsure about for a while is the price, but Mark Gurman just gave us some new info. The good news, it won't be outrageously expensive. Apple is reportedly targeting a price between $400 and $500, which keeps it in line with the SE 3. The bad news. That vague range makes me think it's going to be closer to $499. Still, considering the SE 3 was $429, an extra $60 doesn't sound too bad when you're getting an OLED display, a fresh design, a better camera, and improved performance. Plus, it's still cheaper than the iPhone 14, which Apple sells for $599. Now about the display. There's been a lot of back and forth on whether the SE 4 would have a notch or dynamic island, but Ross Young has weighed in and confirmed it's getting a notch. Not surprising, really. Apple wants the SE 4 to feel a bit dated compared to the flagship models, so giving it a dynamic island would have been too generous. I know some people have argued that Apple should try harder with this phone since iPhone sales are slowing down in key markets like China, but at the end of the day, Apple would much rather push customers toward the pricier models. The SE 4 is just there to be a solid budget option, not a phone that competes with the main lineup. Speaking of design, we've now seen dummy units that confirm a few things. The notch is there as expected. On the back, there's only a single camera, but it's a 48-megapixel sensor like the iPhone 16, which is a nice step up. The frame is aluminum, just like every other non-Pro iPhone, and interestingly, there's no action button or camera control. Instead, it's sticking with the classic mute switch, which honestly, I'm fine with at this price. The back also has a matte finish, similar to the iPhone 15 and 16, which makes it feel a little more premium than the glossy SE 3. There's something a little disappointing, though. So far, the leaked models have only shown black and white colors. Apple has been quietly phasing out red iPhones, so we might not get a product red version this time. That would be a bummer, but then again, maybe it's an intentional move to upsell people to the higher-end models, since colors are something a lot of customers care about. All in all, this phone is shaping up to be a massive upgrade over the SE 3, and even with some compromises, it seems like a solid deal at around $500. The big question now is whether the modem will be a deal breaker, or if it'll be good enough for most people. Either way, I'm excited to see it in action. So, what do you guys think? Are you planning to pick up the SE 4, or is it not quite enough to convince you? Let me know in the comments, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps a lot and keeps you in the loop for all things Apple. Until then, take care.